So 80 years ago today, there was much jubilation as our parents or grandparents, certainly our great-grandparents, celebrated the end of hostilities in Europe. War, in Europe at least, had come to an end. Prayers had finally been answered. Loved ones would at last be able to head home. There was the long overdue possibility of life returning to normal. But life was never likely to be normal, or certainly not how it used to be before. How could it be? War has an unavoidable and enduring cost. The toll of conflict lingers beyond the cessation of violence. Its effect is permanent. And the war in Europe had been a total war. It had affected everyone. No one was immune from its impact. You can no more win a war than win an earthquake. The best you can hope for is to survive. Which is why, of course, when war ends, we celebrate. We celebrate and give thanks, mindful of those who won't see or enjoy the fruit of peace, those who fought for a freedom they themselves would not savour. It's why, when war ends, commitments are made, never again. In his radio broadcast on this day in 1945, King George VI said, "We shall have failed, and the blood of our dearest will have flowed in vain, if the victory which they died to win does not lead to a lasting peace." But peace is not easy. Maintaining and restoring peace is hard work. It takes courage and it takes commitment. It's not for the faint-hearted. Peace is for the brave. As Jesus makes clear, blessed are the peacemakers. Of all the visions of the future that the Bible gives us, few are more universally appealing than those that show the world at peace. They will beat their swords and their spears into rakes and shovels, says the prophet Isaiah. Nations will no longer make war or attack one another. Sadly, we know that today nations do continue to make war. 80 years after victory was declared in Europe, conflict persists on the continent and across the globe. We stubbornly refuse to learn that peace, as Albert Einstein once said, cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. As we commemorate VE Day, I'm reminded of how Elvis Costello puts it. As I walk through this wicked world, searching for light in the darkness of insanity, I ask myself, is all hope lost? Is there only pain and hatred and misery? And each time I feel like this inside, there's one thing I want to know. What's so funny about peace, love and understanding? Good question.